I think the students would enjoy that when the visitors arrive, that they don't just walk around and look, but they engage. They pick up things, they ask questions, they challenge and look at assumptions.
Hello, I'm Etan and welcome to the third episode of our mini-series for RCA2024. These are our Dean's Downloads, where I'm catching up with the Deans of our 4 schools at the RCA, finding out about what they have planned for RCA 2024. If you have not listened to the others, please do. And after this, there will be one more episode. But basically, we are finding out about the RCA 2024 series of exhibitions, events and activities, which is basically bringing together all of the amazing work that our students have been working on from the past year and showing it off to the public. And this is happening across the summer from the 20th of June to the 4th of August. So as you'll be aware, we're already partway through the exhibition, but it's not over yet. There is still lots to come. So please be sure to join us. For this chat, I was really pleased to be able to head to RCA's Battersea campus and meet the wonderful Professor Paul Anderson, who is Dean of the School of Design. I checked out his office in the Battersea campus, which also happens to be where our next set of exhibitions will be taking place from the School of Design. This school sharing is actually happening across 2 weeks this year. So there's 2 chances to go and check out their work. On week 1, which is taking place from Friday the 12th to Sunday the 14th of July, we'll see a really eclectic mix of work from students on our MAs in service design and textiles and intelligent mobility. And then also they'll be exhibiting alongside a new programme for this year, which is our MDes Design Futures. So really excited to see what they come up with, because we haven't seen work from them yet before. And then on week 2, which is taking place from Friday the 19th to Sunday the 21st of July, we will see work from our MA Design Products and our MA Fashion, as well as from our MA MSc in Global Innovation Design and in Innovation Design Engineering. The exhibition will be open from 12 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on a Friday and 12 to 6 p.m. on weekends. And last entry is 30 minutes before closing time, so please make sure you get in early so you do not miss any part of the exhibition. We want you to have the opportunity to see everything, which is also something that Paul will speak a little bit about in our chat today. So let's get on with it.
Hi, I'm Paul Anderson. I'm Professor and Dean of the School of Design here at the Royal College of Art.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for meeting with me, Paul. We are currently sitting in your office in the Battersea campus, where soon we will have an exhibition of work from all the programmes in the School of Design. I wonder if you could tell us about how preparation is going.
Well, we're at a very exciting time. I think the preparations are going really, really well. There's a lot of creative tension and creativity in the air, which is very, very exciting to be around and to be a part of. We're looking forward very much to the moment when our students start to showcase the work to a much wider audience. And that's a very, very special event.
Brilliant. And could you tell us a bit about what we should be expecting from the sharing from the school?
Wow. I think you will see a very, very wide range of very creative ideas, thinking, philosophy, new questions that challenge what design is all about, big questions about the future, our environment, the human race, safety, resilience, creativity. And these themes, in various ways, cut across all our programmes in the School of Design. So what I'm very excited about, and I'm very pleased to see in all the programmes, that the students are engaging with really difficult and challenging agendas and questions. And the answers they're developing and their outputs are just outstanding. They have depth, they have rigour, they have a lot of good research behind it. And I think it's a very, very exciting time to showcase very cutting-edge thinking.
What sort of disciplines are exhibiting at the exhibition?
Well, we have a whole range of disciplines. We've got service design, we've got design futures, textiles, we've got global innovation design engineering, And these are our main disciplines, but of course there's a lot of cross-cutting and collaborative projects as well across the programmes. But these disciplines are very, very wide-ranging. If you just take the range of service design all the way through to fashion, or look at design products through to innovation design engineering, it covers so many multiple domains.
Absolutely. It's the outputs are so broad and the variety is so large in the School of Design's work, isn't it? Are there going to be any kind of interactive elements or kind of digital components or things like that?
Yes, certainly in the School of Design. I mean, that happens every year. So absolutely, there will be interactive elements. There'll be a lot of digital outputs and context to look at, whether that's emergent futures or being human or digital human, digital ecologies, sensory landscapes. There are many, many different things that impact that sort of digital arena, but they also include sustainable systems, societal impact, interaction design, through to things like augmented caring. I mean, it's a very broad range. It depends on the programme and the discipline and the individual student and their approach and context that they have created. How
do you think a visitor should interact with or experience or navigate the exhibition?
Oh, I think the students would enjoy when the visitors arrive that they don't just walk around and look, but they engage. They pick up things, they ask questions, they challenge and look at assumptions. So I hope that it's an interactive experience, not just an exhibition you walk around, actually. It's an opportunity to have dialogue with our students, find out where their ideas are going, why they've created and developed answers that are now physically there to be seen. So I hope the students will have an opportunity to engage with the general public, and also through private views and friends and family, but also with business, with industry, with government. And we are very successful as a school in interfacing with industry and business, but also strategically with government. We've got some very, very big questions to answer about the future. And I hope the School of Design clearly illustrates that through the student work.
We were speaking before about how much the context that the students are working in influences the work. Is that something that you see in the exhibitions from year to year?
Yes, and I would say we're living in very, very interesting times. We are all living in interesting times as a human race. And I've noticed a great change even in the last 3, 4, 5 years. The questions we were asking 5 years ago are not the questions we're asking now. The questions we're asking now are much more immediate and more relevant. It's around human behaviour, it's around ethics, it's around design for safety. And it's also around new forms of creativity, which are far more meaningful and deeper. We're creating a real sense of value for people.
And also the students in the school, it's a very international cohort. Are these students kind of bringing that consideration into their work? Are they creating designs that are based on, things from their home countries?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's what's really fascinating. We celebrate diversity. I think that's really, really important. So we've got very talented students coming from all corners of the world to the RCA. And the time they spend with us is really, really interesting. They bring a lot to the table. They contribute a lot. And of course, they learn a great deal whilst being here, not just from the staff, but also from each other. And the valuable thing is this, yes, we have an exhibition and a celebration, if you like, of their outputs, but what they're going to do next is even more exciting. It's when they leave and go back, not just to their own countries, but perhaps to other countries. We really are sending designers to all points of the world, all around the world. And I think that's a very, very exciting impact and output. So when they arrive and interact with organisations of various types and scales and cultures, their contribution will be seen in a global context. It will be seen as valuable.
What is it that you want the students to really get out of the experience of exhibiting?
Oh, I think there are many things. I think the students will gain a great deal in coming to a point in their work, and particularly in their individual research, to present to a public audience. I think that's very important to do so, and to have the rigour to do that, to articulate ideas cleanly and carefully, and to present thoughts and questions and outputs which people can engage with. So at one end it's celebratory, it marks a point in their one-year programme, but it's also a major stepping stone, and that stepping stone for me is the opportunity to celebrate with students and put them in a position where they can interface with industry, business and fellow students. It's at that point where new relationships are formed and almost a commitment to each other to go off and either form a new business or work for an organisation and so on and so forth. So it's an important juncture with which to celebrate, reflect, but also launch forward.
Are there any graduates who have come through the RCA and during their final presentation of work, that piece of work has gone on to kind of lead on to the next step in their career in a very clear way?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean that happens on multiple occasions across all the programmes in the School of Design. I can think of many different types of individual projects that have happened in all of the programmes where either the ideas have been picked up by industry there and then and taken forward. There's been offers of employment or engagement or consultancy. There's the start-up of new business. There's also the opportunity to continue in further study at PhD level, to become involved in research that we're currently conducting in the School of Design, and also to go into Innovation RCA, which is a very important component. It's a unique component of the Royal College of Art because it's the opportunity to have incubation, to take ideas and grow the scale and level of ambition safely and launch successfully. And the RCA has an amazing track record in all of that. But I think there's other things as well. If I take service design as a good example, service design has an amazing impact with government, with local government, with communities and councils, as well as obviously the banking sector, the construction industry and so on and so forth. So there are many different types of outputs. It's almost very challenging to pick out one or two, but I certainly think the creation of new businesses, which have been student developed and led and then been very successful. I think Tire Collective, for example, is a very good example where some students a few years ago formed the Tire Collective. It's a clean tech company with a vision to reduce our impact on the environment. They were awarded the Environmental Award at the Mayor's Entrepreneur Competition in 2020. And they were national winners of the James Dyson Award in 2020. So there's a very clear example of success and a route to success. So it doesn't just stop, it continues and grows and develops and grows at scale. And that's incredibly exciting.
There's also kind of aspects like the fashion programme, where the output is very different perhaps to the design products programme. What can we expect from fashion this year?
I don't want to give too much away actually, because I think fashion is one of the very dynamic programmes in the School of Design that you really must come and see and be challenged by what's being proposed and in front of you. So you will see everything from digital all the way through to very well made and very well designed garments at various levels. But I am thrilled to bits about the questions they're asking around society, sustainability, different types, positive and negative impacts on the fashion industry. But I also think it's more than that. It's around identity and what it's like to be human or what it's like to be digital human. So I would encourage everyone to come along and look at fashion, equally along service design and all the other programs. But I think it's a diversity in range and ideas. It's the questions they're asking. I believe the RCA is very good at asking the difficult questions, not the easy ones or not just the creative ones, but the challenging ones that make people stop and think. The other thing is it's to do with the makeup of our staff. It's also to do with the makeup and pool of ideas from different students who have come here to study from around the world. And I think our plan going forward is to make sure we're ensuring that we're diversifying our ideas, we're diversifying the student body and also the outputs, because we need that rich mix of creativity and ideas and solutions.
What are you most excited about for RCA 2024 yourself?
Well, I think one of the most exciting points is the ability to just walk around firsthand, for me personally as Dean, and just to look at the interactions and see members of the public or business or industry having conversations with their students. I think it's an interesting moment of reflection, but it's also a fantastic opportunity to see people launch into new directions of travel.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for chatting to me, and can't wait to see the show.
Thank you very much.
You've been listening to the RCA 2024 Dean's Downloads, a mini-series as part of the Royal College of Art podcast. RCA 2024 runs from the 20th of June to the 4th of August across a selection of London locations. Find other episodes in this series as well as details of RCA 2024 in the show notes. Learn more about our programmes at rca.ac.uk, as well as finding news and events relating to the college and our application portal if you're interested in studying at the RCA.